Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M53 M55, the Tier 9 American SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Malinovka, and it's under the command of DementedBunny. Yes, Jazz is running again, and it's in this vehicle. Now, this is a very good vehicle to play with. That's a great fun to play with. If you've got any chance of getting up at one particular Arty line, get up the American one, because this thing is great fun to play with. So is the M44, which is also on the American line. And DementedBunny is taking this Arty off into the trees at the back. Gonna find a nice spot to fire from. Oh, a lot of the enemy have been spotted. I think our T-54 lightweight went into a very good spotting position, and Jazz is extending her aim to have a look and see what she can go for. Aiming for a Type 4 heavy. Round out. That was a direct hit. Surely it was a direct hit. I thought I heard the sizzles. It went off. Okay, it's a fairly long reload, at least about 32 seconds. It really does help if you signal how long you've actually got for your next reload. Lets your teammates know when they can expect some Arty support. Alright, it's an LTTB behind that bush. And DementedBunny fires a round in, but we don't see what the result is. Okay, and a Wizzy 132 has made it up onto the ramp, but DementedBunny can't get a shot at him from that position. It's very difficult to shoot it from that position, but she can hit this Type 4 heavy, and she's almost reloaded. It appears he must be trying to block damage, that Type 4, because he's just sitting there on the outside of that building, effectively challenging anyone to shoot at him. Okay, well, DementedBunny's moving position, and oh, she knocked a tree down there. And now she's getting ready to shoot. I think, no, she's ready. Right, we've got a T26E5 over this side. Lining up a shot. That's the non-Patriot version of the Patriot. Oh, lovely hit! 535 hit points off that one. Long stun. That was a good shot. It tracked him as well. She's getting some stun assist. That was a good hit, that one. 535. You can always tell a good hit when you get sort of like those big figures. The alpha damage of this gun is 1050. It's the 8-inch howitzer. You'll normally find the M53 carries a 155mm gun. That's the Arty that was used by the US Marine Corps. And she splashed the Conway for 104. The Patriot, the T26E5, pulled back. We've got an LTTB making a suicide run up the middle of the field, and that's not going to work out so well for him, because he's going to get wiped out very, very promptly. Well, he hasn't died yet, but it won't be long. He's made it as far as the TS5. There he is. And he can't get around that corner without the TS5 perforating him. But Jazz is dialing in. She's fired a round in, and it stuns him. Unfortunately, we just lost our Jagdpanther 2. Oh, that was pretty lethal, that was. The Object 257 just blew the LTTB away. Right, well, we're one tank down on the enemy at the moment. And the Conway's been spotted again. And, yep, we can hit him. Just need to dial in the aim. Another 7 seconds should be enough. Just waiting. Wait. Now, rounds out. And that's a sizzle. She definitely got the shell against the hull of the vehicle. And it made the sizzling noise. Tells you it's a direct hit. Okay, gone into the spot next to the apex of that inlet. Going for the Type 4 Heavy, who's now doing a YOLO run across the centre. Well, I think he's decided that he wasn't getting enough block damage from sitting next to that house, so he's now decided to do a YOLO run. Jazz fires in around and gets 327 hit points off him. She's now up to 1,500 hit points of damage, and she's finding a new firing position. Now she's got 2 rounds of standard standard HE left, but then she's got 10 rounds of premium HE. So TS5 at the other end is hiding behind that rock. Jazz is dialing in. 6 seconds to go. Oh, this looks very good indeed. Let it go the full way and rounds out. She did. She got it right. And she's got another direct hit. 365 hit points this time. 1 more round of standard HE. And she's found a new firing position. And I don't think that TS5 was too happy about that shot. Okay, dialing in. Nicely does it. She's almost perfectly set up, waiting for the reload. Oh, T95 gets wiped out by the T57, Object 257 rather. But Jazz is able to switch over to the north, and she fires around there at, I think it was the enemy 257 on the hill. Now, in all this confusion, I forgot to say it's a tier 9 game, so she stopped here. And that means Jazz needs to, she really needs to put the effort in to carry the team. But I'm sure she's doing it, because she's got 1,900 hit points of damage so far. And the game is, well, just 7 minutes in. T26E5, she could probably splash it, but is she looking for one of the enemy Arty? For a second, I thought she must have seen a tracer. Okay, well, we can see that T-44-100 skirting the lake. He's moving backwards as he's firing. And Jazz fires around in. And she got 252 hit points of that with the first premium round. Loading the next one. Now, it's a good idea to move this way because the enemy has been cleared from this side of the battlefield, and the further south that Jazz can get from DementedBunny can get, the closer she is going to be to the enemy tanks, and that's going to shorten reaction time and shorten the flight time of the shell, and that's going to make a difference in being able to get hits. Okay, it's a nice position here with those bushes. Bit difficult for the enemy to spot her. They'd have to get really close to actually see her. And she's looking in the same area where the T-44-100 was seen. There's the T-44. Oh, there's a Samur as well. Go for the T-44-100 though. That's a soft-skinned vehicle. The Samur's got slightly more armor. Jazz fires around in, pulls back, and, well, it was a near miss for 408. I think he's tracked and in the water. And the Samur's dead. Jazz is relocating. Okay, this looks nice. And the T-44-100's gone. Now we've found the Lorraine 155-51. Jazz is lining up a shot. Almost ready to shoot. Almost fully dialed in. He's killed. There's a 110 there. It's a tracking shot. You have to lead it, the target slightly. Rounds out. It must have been near, but didn't show any hit points. That bat chat's moving about quite a lot. There's only 4 enemy tanks left. 10 on our side. Oh, that Batchat went into a whole world of problems. He tried to get a reset, came into the cap. 257's tapped him. He's sitting there trapped at the moment. He's been hit. And Jazz fires around in at the last second. But he'd already been killed. And unfortunately, she stunned the 257. Okay, we've got a T95 up there on the hill. It's a tier 9 tank destroyer. It's very slow though, except of course this one's going downhill, so it's a little faster. And there's only 2 enemies remaining. A 110, the one that we fired at earlier, and a GW Tiger. And there's the 110. Okay, DementedBunny's loaded, dialing in, worked out where he's going. Unfortunately he stopped, but she's still got the kill. That's her first kill of the game. So there's only 1 enemy remaining, and oh no, he's just been killed by the lurver. So that's the end of the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a second class tanker for DementedBunny in the M53, M55. She got a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. She got 9, and a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on her team. And a win 8 for that game, 3,182, which is Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, she did get the highest damage during that game, 3,064 hit points of damage overall. The next high score was the GW Tiger on the enemy team, 2636. And then we've got the ELC 790 with 2162 and the Object 257 with 2073, and he picked up a steel wall. When it came to kills though, it was in fact the 257. He got 3 kills. The ELC, the M4043, the UDES and the T95 all got 2 kills apiece, as did 2 of the enemy team. Unfortunately, DementedBunny only got that 1 kill on the 110. And when it came to base XP, she was in 3rd place. The top scorer was the ELC Evan. He got 1004. The Object 257 880, and then she picked up 858. She fired 15 rounds in that game, got 6 direct hits but no penetrations. 17 splash, damage of 3,064 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. She damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 1, and that's the difference for the 6 for the Confederate. And she also earned 1,429 hit points of stun assist off 14 stuns. On a premium count, she earned 46,694 credits, and this is the reason why she didn't get up the high caliber. If she had actually used the standard round and not stunned that 257, she would have got the high caliber for sure. But she did stun the 257, and so she's been fined 143 credits. So her total came to 46,551, and because she fired a lot of premium ammo, she actually ended up with only 12,149 credits in deficit. She picked up 1 bond for getting the Confederate, 1,287 XP for the game, times 2 for the first victory, took away 2,574 experience points altogether. So sad that if only that last round she fired at the Batchat had not been fired, she would have picked up a high caliber as well on top of that Confederate. But sadly, it did hit the Object 257, and so she only ends up with the 1 medal, but I'm sure she'll get it on the next time. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.